The sampling trip occurs about halfway through the period where clients and Hanse Haus are working together to get the detail on the house right. Essentially what they do is they come to Germany and spend 2 days, sometimes 3 days if it's a big house, in the evening staying in a lovely spa hotel, but then during the day going around this enormous show centre where we have various departments. Some of them have got bathroom appliances, some of them have got tiles, we've got wooden floors, we've got lighting, we've got roof tiles, we've got different types of windows. And the idea is really to, within a fairly compact time frame, not too stressful, but a fairly compact time frame, get the main decisions for the interior design, or the sort of, the detail design maybe, of the house sorted. And the benefit of that is A, it's efficient, and B, you have the opportunity to balance off different materials against each other and essentially build mood boards throughout the time when you're there, which essentially means that you end up making the right decisions. If you've got the whole concept in your head that you're pulling through over the 3 days, you end up with a much more sort of uniform design concept at the end of it.
After we signed the contract, we were taken to Germany by Hanse Haus, who put us up at a very nice hotel in a sort of a village next to their factory. We then spent a day at their factory and they gave us a tour of the factory where we went and looked. They also had a couple of show homes on site, which we looked at as well. And then we went into their sampling centre, where with sort of the sales rep, we went through everything that we wanted to have in the house: flooring, wall colour, render colour, windows, window finish, locks. I mean, you can choose absolutely everything. And we sort of put together, sort of piece by piece, our house.
The sampling process is a very enjoyable process.
We went out in August to do the sampling session. It's quite a big house. It's 290 square metres, so there was, I think we had 3 days of sampling. We were quite daunted before we went. And a friend said to us, just go through lots of design magazines, sort of Country Life, or these house magazines, and cut out pictures of things you like, but also be very clear in your mind about what you don't like. And so we did that, and actually the way it's structured at Hanse Haus, it's really smoothed. It was nowhere near as difficult as we expected it to be.
It's a fascinating process because everything is, pretty much everything you can imagine is there. So from the tiling of the roof to every last sort of tile in the bathroom and the flooring, it's absolutely exhausting. John said it's like being in IKEA for 3 days. And so there was basically the two of us plus the Hanse Haus salesman plus the Hanse Haus guy, Klaus, who guides you through the process.
So we spent a good day or so doing this. It was quite a long day, but very enjoyable. Very often we find that clients approach us expecting that they're going to spend more than they actually do because the base standard is fairly high. The brands that we sell are the likes of Duravit and Hansgrohe and all these things that people expect to see in fairly upmarket houses in the UK.
The fixtures and fittings, they're all from brands that you sort of recognise, sort of like Grohe and Duravit, and sort of proper brands, and there were sort of certain bits which were included in the package, and certain bits which were, I guess, extra. And really, it was just a matter of going around and choosing the bits. They had a fairly easy sort of way of knowing the sort of how many square metres of everything you needed because they already got the plans, and it was just a matter of signing off and choosing bits and planning your house.
2-day visit, and we knew we had a lot to do. We'd done some homework beforehand, but quite frankly we probably hadn't done everything we should have done. For example, positioning all the plugs and the switches. It was quite a challenge to think, right, where do I need everything, even before you know what the house looks like or lived in it or used it. So, but they assisted us very professionally to get through that process, and I think they're used to helping people make these sort of decisions, and we've ended up with a solution that works very well.